Happy Wednesday, everyone. This is Melanie with Thriving in the Fishbowl, and I have 2 more ways that we can sleep smarter tonight. We are almost to the end of this series. We have a couple more days, and so far we have learned 7 different ways you can sleep smarter. All right, number 1, get more sunlight during the day. Number 2, avoid screens before bedtime. Number 3, have a caffeine curfew. 4, be cool. Keep your house between 60 and 68 when you're sleeping. Number 5, fix your gut to fix your sleep. Basically, eat right. Number 6, sleep at the right time and in the right amounts. And I've had like at least 6 people tell me they've been trying to sleep in 90-minute cycles, so that's kind of cool. And then 7, create a sleep sanctuary. And last night somebody said they were actually going to take the electronics out of the room, so that's pretty neat. So we have been using this book, Sleep Smarter by Sean Stevenson. I heard it on a podcast, or heard him advertising it last year, and there was a special deal. You know, if you buy it, you get these pre things you in advance if you buy it before it comes out. And so I was like, yay! So I pre-bought it, and it has changed my sleeping. So today we get to talk about 2 things that are near and dear to my heart as I do fitness coaching, because they actually combine with helping you sleep better, okay? And so number 8, the first way that we're going to talk about tonight, is train hard but smart. Okay, and we all know, you all see me post all the time about the value of exercise. Okay, but did you realize that your sleep and your exercise are tied together like peanut butter and jelly, like bacon and eggs, like salt and pepper, anything that goes together? My son said like shoes and socks, all right? But not everybody wears socks. So anyway, but when you are exercising, you're literally tearing your muscles, you're tearing down your body, and you're creating a lot of like micro tears in your muscle fibers. And so when you go to the gym, you actually leave the gym, or you do a home workout, you actually leave in worse shape than you went in, because you have torn up those muscles. And so what happens when you sleep, like I said, they're married together, your body is repairing itself. And so you have, it's releasing hormones, it's having repair programs, all these things, so that when you wake up, you're better than before. So this brings us to the ever big question of, and it's actually a debate, when is the best time to exercise, okay? And that has been discussed 20 zillion different ways. I can give you the right answer. I can find statistics anywhere to make it say what I want to say. For me, I have landed on working out in the morning, just because if I don't do it in the morning with 4 kids, I'm not going to get to it in the evening, okay? However, like my husband, I read an article about how if you're a morning person, and he likes to get up at 4 a.m. and just bust through everything. If he uses that really prime time in his life where he likes to bust through projects in his office to exercise, then when is he going to use his, he's not giving his best to his office. And so he exercises at night. However, here are the issues. If sleep is your goal, you want to exercise in the morning, and here is why. Appalachian State University, that's in North Carolina, did a study. They studied people who exercised at 7 a.m., they studied people who exercised at 1 p.m., and then 7 p.m. And the people, I have some statistics written down, those who exercised at 7 a.m. slept longer, they had a deep sleep cycle, more than the other 2 times, and they actually had up to 75% more time in the reparative deep sleep cycle than the other 2 groups. And then also, they had 75%. And then also an issue with the people who exercised at 7 o'clock at night. We talked the other night about how your body temperature needs to lower down to sleep. Your body temperature is raised for like 6 hours after you exercise. So if you're exercising at 7 o'clock and then you're trying to go to bed at like 10 or 11, your body temperature is not down, you're not going to sleep as well. So if you need to sleep smarter, you need to try to exercise in the morning. Well, you may be saying, you know what, I just don't have time to fit my workout in the morning because, I already get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go to work. Well, try to fit in 10 minutes of something, and you can still exercise, and if you go to work that early, then you're getting off early afternoon. And there was one thing, the people who exercised, some people exercised at 4:30, and their temperature had about 6 hours to cool down, and when it cooled down after exercising, then their temperature dropped lower. So if you time it right, you can exercise in the afternoon. But if your goal is to sleep smarter, you want to consider morning exercise. And also, if you add in weights, which is called strength training, 2 or 3 days a week, you actually will sleep better too. And there's science behind it. There's a whole chapter that goes way over my head with the terms, and you can read about it. Okay, so some tips that I have for that one. Pick a workout you love. I actually know somebody, me, who could help you with that. I have like 35 some workouts that I can help you with on that. Block your time for your exercise just like you would a doctor's appointment. Like for me, I know that 5:30 every single morning I'm going to exercise. It's just a non-negotiable, okay? And I don't do it on Sunday, and Saturdays I sleep in and then I exercise, but during the weekdays. And so I just treat it like an appointment in my day, and it sets the tone for my day. Also, get an accountability partner in that. Say, you know what, I'm trying to get healthy. I want to sleep better, so I need to exercise. What can I do? And again, I can help you with that too. And then also, be consistent. Don't say, you know what, this week I'm going to try to exercise and sleep, exercise and so I can sleep better, and then quit, but, then don't do it anymore. So, and also, somebody just commented and said, I don't have trouble going to sleep, I just can't stay asleep. That is one thing. If you are exercising in the morning, it says that those who exercised in the morning had 75% more time in the reparative deep sleep stage. I have a friend, and she says when she is exercising regularly, she sleeps so much better and stays asleep. So I advise you to try it. And you know what? Don't go all or nothing. I tell people, if you have not exercised in years, start with 3 days a week, okay? Because and even 1 day a week is better than nothing. And see how it affects you. You've got to start somewhere. I always tell people, small steps lead to lasting change. But if you try to change your entire lifestyle in 1 week, it's just not going to happen and you're going to give up, all right? It's just bottom line. All right, so now the next one is also something that's tied to exercise. Lose weight and don't find it again. How many of us have lost weight only to gain it back? All right. One issue that is overlooked a lot of times in Sleeping Smarter, especially in America because so many of us are overweight, is the issue of having too much body fat on our frame. It's nothing personal. It just is an American thing. And so the author says being overweight causes severe stress to your internal organs, your nervous system, and it disrupts your endocrine system just like nothing else can. Cortisol is known as a stress hormone, okay? And get this, after eating a meal, people with a healthy weight, which I would be considered a healthy weight, I would have a 5% increase in my cortisol level, okay? Overweight and obese people had a 51% increase. What does that mean, okay? Because you're saying, what? I can't even pronounce the word. It means higher blood sugar, lower insulin sensitivity, and increased levels in inflammation. It is one of the most anti-sleep hormones that you can get. It's also known as the stress hormone. And so when you're raising that, how do you think you're going to sleep? All right? And so every time you eat a meal, if you are overweight, you are raising your cortisol levels by 51%. All right? And that's crazy. And so you've got to get the weight off. And like I said, it's not an overnight process. You are changing a lifestyle. It took our family an entire year to get to where I can say we are eating clean and healthy, okay? Are we perfect? Absolutely not, okay? Because I still love certain foods, and, I feel like food is meant for pleasure in some senses too, all right? But we try to balance our life, and we eat 80% healthy and clean, and 20% we allow for life. Like we are going on vacation next week, and I'm having Chick-fil-A because we don't have it up here in Michigan. Well, we have one like it's an hour away that just opened. But you know what I mean? Okay, so here are my tips for this. Get healthy, and I can help you with that. I actually just launched a new program today. You can go to my page, thrivinginthefishbowl.com. On the very right, it says VIP 365. There's a 4-minute video that you can hear all about it. There's a form you can click, and I will contact you. I would love to help you. There are no strings, and so I can help you with that. Stop eating 90 minutes before bedtime, because if you are overweight, if you're eating right before bedtime, you're spiking those levels, and you're not going to sleep well, all right? And then remember, if you aren't eating correctly, if you're eating junk all the time, you're going to overeat because your body is starving for nutrients. Your body wants to reward you for eating the right foods, okay? And when you're eating the junk, it's going to cause you to overeat. All right, and so hopefully these tips have caused some food for thought. That's a pun intended. Tomorrow we will be looking at how your sleeping position affects your sleep and how you can calm the inner chatter that goes on when you go to bed. I know a lot of us have that issue. So hopefully this helps you. Like I said, so today, if you missed it, if you're just hopping on, train hard but smart. the value of exercise with sleep. They're together like bacon and eggs, salt and pepper, peanut butter and jelly. And lose weight and don't find it again. We do not realize how much weight affects our sleep. And so with both of those, I would love to help you. I just started a new program. Go to my site at thrivinginthefishbowl.com. On the very right, it says VIP 365. You can click there, watch a little video on how I would love to help you. But I think the key is not doing it alone. You know, even in all this, I have had so many messages this week about how people sleep. I love to sleep, and so my husband jokes and says, Melanie, you like to sleep so much that you're studying sleep. Yes, I do. Sorry, you know, I'm not ashamed. I like my sleep. Do I get my stuff done in life? Yes, I still do, but I can love sleep and get stuff done in life. So, and so can you. All right. And so hopefully, you know, this helps you a lot, but I really encourage you to find a time in the morning where you can exercise and see if it makes a difference. And I am not, like I said, I'm not saying you have to do an hour-long exercise. I exercise 30 minutes each day. Some days I go longer, but most days it's just 30 minutes. And that is 2% of your entire day. All right. And so I know that you can do it if you commit to it. You can do anything you want to. And I've always said I'm a big procrastinator. And somebody told me just a month ago, they said, there is no such thing as procrastination. There is just you not putting a priority on it. And that has changed my month because I realized, you know what? I put off some things. Have I been perfect this month? No, I've still procrastinated. But anyway, that's my tractor clock. I was hoping I'd be done before it went off. But every hour we get a John Deere tractor. So enjoy. All right. I'd love to tell you to make a model, but I don't know. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow for our live. Bye.